You know that person. Something breaks, the Wi-Fi dies, the car starts making that sound, the sink begins its slow, miserable whine, and before anyone else has even processed the inconvenience, they're already under it. Flashlight in hand, calm face, zero panic. 20 minutes later, it's done. No tutorial, no meltdown, just fixed. But here's what nobody talks about. The reason they fix things has almost nothing to do with the object. It has everything to do with something shaped long before they ever picked up a wrench. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. First, there's the person who physically cannot walk past a broken thing. A loose hinge, a wobbly chair leg, a bulb that flickers once every 40 seconds. It pulls at them, almost like a splinter in their attention. Their nervous system registers disorder as a low-level threat, and fixing something isn't just practical, it's relief. It's their way of pushing back against a world that keeps sliding out of alignment. If this is you, you've probably adjusted something in a friend's house, just quietly, just slightly. You didn't mention it, you couldn't explain it, you just couldn't leave the room with the picture frame still crooked. Then there's the quiet one. The person who barely says a word at gatherings until the generator fails and the whole party goes dark. Suddenly, everyone knows their name. These people often grew up in environments where doing was worth more than saying. Love wasn't spoken, it was demonstrated. Showing up, solving things, being the one who handled it when handling was needed. Ask them how they're feeling, and they'll shrug. Ask them to fix something, and something in them quietly comes alive. Competence isn't just their skill, it's their emotional language, the only dialect they fully trust. There's another kind, and you can spot them by what they do when nothing is broken. They take things apart anyway. A clock, a radio, an old engine that hasn't run in years. Not because it needs fixing, because the mechanism is the point. To everyone else, a broken machine is a problem. To them, it's the most interesting thing in the room. Their brain is wired to hunt for the rules beneath the surface, to find the system inside the chaos. When something fails, they aren't frustrated. They're engaged. The malfunction is an invitation, and turning down an invitation like that, simply not possible. But here's the profile that deserves the most room, because it's the one that cuts deepest. The fixer who needs to be needed. Not in a manipulative way, in the most human way possible. Their sense of worth is quietly, invisibly threaded through their usefulness. When they solve your problem, they aren't just fixing the thing, they're confirming their place in your life, proving, quietly, that they deserve to take up space. This usually traces back to a specific kind of childhood. Maybe they were the responsible one, the oldest, the one who kept things together while the adults weren't quite managing. Somewhere along the way, being capable became the price of belonging. Fixing things wasn't a hobby, it was how they stayed safe, how they stayed loved. That pattern doesn't disappear when you grow up. It just finds new broken things to justify itself. Sit with that for a moment, because a lot of people recognize themselves here, and most of them have never had words for it before. Finally, there's the stoic fixer, the one who retreats to repair the way other people retreat to meditation. The world is loud and emotionally complicated, full of problems that don't resolve neatly. But a broken thing can actually be fixed. There are rules, there are steps, there is a before and a clear, satisfying after. In a life full of unresolvable complexity, that's not just useful, that's oxygen. So which one felt familiar? The one who can't leave a crooked picture frame alone? The one whose love language is just quietly showing up and handling it? The one who takes apart working things just to understand them? The one who learned, somewhere early, that being useful was the safest way to be loved? Or the one who finds, in a world of problems that never fully resolve, that a broken thing is almost a relief, because at least this one can actually be fixed? Most of these people were never told they were doing something extraordinary. They were just doing what they had to. And somehow, without anyone naming it, without anyone noticing, that became who they are.